Hello there, my name is Dalton Ruhr. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to help you unlock your SAP data using Qlik Data Integration tools working alongside the Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform. Let's take a quick look at the architecture of what a configuration of Qlik Data Integration working with the Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform looks like. First, we're going to connect to your SAP system in any number of ways. Extractors, direct tables, cluster tables, or pull tables. Using Qlik Replicate, we're then going to load all of your data into an ADLS Gen 2 storage and build an operational data store for you in Synapse. Once the full load is completed, we're going to keep the data up to date in Azure using Change Data Capture. Using Qlik Compose, we're then going to turn that raw data into analytics-ready information for you in data warehouses and data marts. Finally, at the end of the process, you're able to use Power BI to analyze that data any way you like and gain all the insights about your data that you can consume. Let's go ahead and take a deeper dive into some of the components of Qlik Replicate so that you can truly understand how it provides such an agile SAP data pipeline for your Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform. With Qlik Replicate, we can connect to any source system. Obviously, we are talking today about SAP. Qlik Replicate is going to automatically generate the target databases based on your metadata definitions in the source schema. You can use a graphical task map to configure database schema mappings between heterogeneous sources and targets. Change Data Capture can run concurrently with the batch load, and then it will continue upon the batch's completion to ensure your targets remain up to date. And don't worry about those DDL changes you might make in your source schema, because any table or column additions or data type changes are going to be replicated dynamically to your target as well as the data itself. In the demonstration you're about to see, you'll notice that I just simply said, give me everything. But don't worry, in reality, you're welcome to define which of the data needs to be replicated. You could filter to certain columns, pick particular tables, you could choose value ranges, or filter by data types. Replicate also allows you to perform transformations while all of this is going on. Maybe you want to add, delete, or rename some target columns or change data types. All that is totally possible. And just where will Replicate store all of this fantastic stuff? Anywhere within your Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform that you wish it to. Let's go ahead and jump into the demonstration so you can see how to free your SAP data, get it loaded into your Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform, and best of all, keep that data pipeline flowing with fresh data thanks to Change Data Capture. You can see that I already have a source and destination chosen. Now I'm going to select the tables that we wish to process. As you can see, I'm going to choose all of the orders to cash tables from our sales and distribution module, and then I press OK. That's really it. Let's take a quick look at the configuration settings so that you can see how to configure the changes for the Change Data Capture. Now that everything's configured, I'm simply going to press the Run button. That's all there is to it, folks. Right now you can see that Replicate is talking to our source SAP server and our target Azure Synapse server to make sure that the communication channel is established. Then it's going to begin this full load for us. You can see that I skipped ahead a few minutes to save your time. Notice that we have 30 tables that have already completed the full load, and we have one rather large table that's still in process. Admittedly, it's not a whole lot of fun staring at a monitor when nothing's actually changing. So let's go ahead and actually make some data changes in SAP. Oh my goodness, I was trying to order 2 iPhones for my granddaughters for Christmas. It appears I've ordered 2 million. Let's go ahead and make that change right now. Keep an eye on the red box as I press save so that you'll see just how quickly Replicate is able to recognize this transaction and know that it needs to be replicated. I'm going to go ahead and press save, and I'm simply going to go look and search for the record, and by the time I found the change inside of SAP, Replicate already knows that it needs to be made. So let's go ahead and clear out of this SAP screen. As I change the sort order, notice that those 3 tables each have a record now that needs to be updated, and those records will be applied in Azure Synapse. Now that you've seen how rapidly change data capture works with Replicate, it's time for us to take a peek under the covers and see how we transform those cryptic SAP data models into something a lot more useful by analysts. To do that, we're going to use Qlik Compose. Qlik Compose allows us to automate the data processing and transformation of things like those 5-character German shorthand codes into more functional names, while also handling essential data warehousing bits, things like surrogate keys and slowly changing dimensions. It's also going to allow us to generate data marts, including aggregates that we're going to consume in Power BI. I know that all sounds super exciting and you're on the edge of your seat in anticipation, so let's just jump right into the demo so that you can see this for yourself. The compose process goes from left to right. On the far left here, you can see that I've identified the SAP's data sources as well as the Azure Synapse Data Warehouse target that I want to use. As you can guess, the model section is where we handle the data modeling. It's where we define the relationships between our entities and change those 5-character German shorthand field names into something readable. And of course, it's where you could define any slowly changing dimensional fields you may wish to track. Of course, after we manage the model, we're naturally going to want to see it, and there are a number of different layouts available for us to do that. Now that we have our model in place, we're ready to build our automated data warehouse. And by automated, I mean that the SQL code needed for our tables is actually generated for us. Let's jump in and take a look at this package with 711 instructions that I've built to use for our full table load. Notice you do have options to add your own ETL statements that supplement what we can generate automatically. The best part is I can export or view my SQL statements anytime I want, which removes an absolute mountain of technical debt. At this point, we have a near real-time data pipeline flowing from SAP into Synapse. All that's left to do is build an analytics-ready data mart for Power BI. Qlik Compose will allow us to simply choose the entities we wish to have in our mart, the transactional date we need for any slowly changing dimensions, and like with the data warehousing, it will automatically generate the SQL commands for us. We just took our raw data from SAP, transformed it to analytics-ready data that is sitting in our Microsoft Intelligent Data Pipeline, and now it's definitely time we got our eyes on it with Power BI. We will get back to the eye candy in a minute, but first let's take a look under the hood and you'll see that we've connected Power BI to the data mart that we just created with Qlik Compose. We have our fact table and we have each of the dimensions. Notice that we also have the joins configured because those things were defined within our Compose data mart. Our analyst now has near real-time data with human-readable field names. Let's get back to that dashboard and have some fun as an analyst. We can slice this data 18 ways to Sunday. Hey, what is this I notice over here? It appears that we're given a message that somebody's changed the data. Oh yeah, that was us. Remember when we changed from 2 billion iPhones to 2 iPhones? As that data is flowing through, that information comes across. Let's go ahead and refresh our data and see what the implication is for our dashboard. While I could edit the video for time, I wanted you to see just how rapidly our business analysts could take advantage of this near real-time data pipeline we have flowing from SAP into our Synapse Data Mart. Just like that, we're able to bring that data back and recognize the effect of any changes as they're occurring. Don't worry, my friends, we're not going to leave you hanging with this teaser about what you could have in the future. We're actually going to help you build it. That's right. Microsoft and Qlik are teaming up to offer you the opportunity with a 2-week proof of value to get your data out of SAP and into your Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform. We're going to provide you the free software as well as the free experience and technical know-how to help you get this done. And the best part is, it's all free. But wait, there's more, my friends. You see, we spent all this time up to now talking about moving of data, but your Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform also includes Purview. So naturally, we need to help you track all the wonderful metadata about this process as well. We will even give you a Qlik application automation flow that will read the information from Replicate about all your SAP pipeline tasks, as well as any others you may set up. Then we'll transfer all that precious metadata directly to Purview for you. I know that's crazy cool, right? You're going to get the properties for each object, the relationships for each object, and of course, the lineage for each object. Naturally, we're going to transfer all of the columns for each and every one of your tables. Is this a key field for the table? Hey, let's check. No data system is ever complete. Let's imagine in the process of our business, we'd like to add a fourth column to that T001 table. Well, the great thing about our Qlik application automation is it can be called via a webhook for that event. And sure enough, that fourth column that we added to T001, yeah, it's in there. So just how do you take advantage of this free offer to move your data from SAP into your Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform? Well, that's the easy part. Just reach out to us at qlik.com/Microsoft. Have a great day.